So today's Saturday and I'm super excited because we're going back to SeaWorld again. I have the year pass and tomorrow's the last day to use it. So of course I have to use it before it runs out. So it's gonna be fun because the thing that I'm excited about is a new Sealion show. They change the shows every now and then, and they just change it after a couple years. So it should be a lot of fun, right? But before I start making my way to SeaWorld, I'm actually gonna make a stop at McDonald's to get some breakfast. That way I can be full and ready to have fun at SeaWorld. And who doesn't love McDonald's? I swear the breakfast from here is just so good. The Dunkin' breakfast, the Starbucks breakfast, they just don't even come close to the McDonald's one. Or, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's because I grew up eating the McDonald's breakfast that I love it so much. But that McMuffin with like some OJ or a coffee, it just hits the spot for some reason, right? But now we are on our way to San Diego. I will be going to the beach and I'll make a separate video for that. But today I will be at SeaWorld, and right now we can already see the rides. There was actually not that much traffic today, which was a good thing. We got the SeaWorld exit right here, and I always enjoy seeing the signs. It's always cool to know that we're here at our destination. There goes the logo. There was actually a lot of cars waiting to get in, and there was a lot of people. Last time I came to SeaWorld, the pandemic had just stopped and they were barely reopening. So it's kind of nice to see a lot of people. We got Sesame Street right there. They were promoting their new theme park that I do want to go to also. Maybe next year I'll go to it. I'll plan a little trip. But I have been wanting to go to that new park. And over here you could take a picture with the SeaWorld sign. I don't know, I've always been a fan of SeaWorld for some reason. Ever since I was growing up, my family always brought me here. So it's just kind of like a staple to come here and just walk around, enjoy the show, see the animals, eat a little bit. This is just what I like doing when I come to SeaWorld. So today SeaWorld is packed. Last time I came to SeaWorld, the COVID restrictions were just barely being lifted. So the park, you know, it had capacity as far as like how many people could come and all that. But today, it's full capacity and there is a lot of people. And good thing today is nice and sunny. As you guys can see, look at this. Nice and sunny. And it's cool. So SeaWorld's gonna be a ton of fun today. And you guys see Shamu performing right there? You could actually pay to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner right by Shamu, which is where all those tables are at. I don't think it's that expensive. I believe it's like 50 bucks a person. But that's something I do want to do later on in the future if I ever come back to SeaWorld. That would be a great experience to have food and see Shamu right next to you doing tricks. We also have the dolphins over here who are performing and doing their tricks. A dolphin in the back jumped. This one over here is playing with the ball. And over here is a Shipwreck Reef Cafe. I actually ate here last time, and this is a great place to eat at if you come with a big group, because it's kind of like a buffet where you could get sandwiches, cakes, whatever you desire. Over here we went to the gift shop and look at this awesome shirt. If you have a girlfriend, buy that one for her. I thought it was cool because it had all the animals on it from SeaWorld, and I thought it was pretty neat. Over here we also have some collectibles, some SeaWorld frames, some cups. There's something for everybody to take home, a little souvenir. I mean, if you drove here, why not? Over here, I got on this ride last time that I came, and this is just one of my favorite rides. I wish it was a little bit rougher and a little bit longer, because that one is just so much fun. And I was just looking at people get wet right there. We also have the flamingos. Last time I came, the water here, it smelled nasty and it wasn't clean like it was today. So I'm really happy to see that improvement. But then again, last time I came, they were just reopening. But now it is time to go to the Sealion point to see the new Sealion and Otter show. This is really the main reason why I came back here again, because they updated the show and I wanted to see what was new. And they repainted the set. It's green and brown, and last time it had all these different colors. It was supposed to be like kind of like Hollywood. That was the theme of the show. And take a look at all these people, you guys. It got packed, and we had a little guest right here who was performing for us, getting us ready for the show. And one thing I noticed about this time that I came to SeaWorld and the updated show is that it became more educational. So as you guys can see right here, they were teaching you how the sea otters are so smart that they can get the ball out from the contraption. And they just kind of changed the show. They kind of taught you about the animals. The animals still did tricks, but it feels like it's more of like a show and tell now. So they have updated the show, I guess, to please the animal activists who say that it's cruel. And look at the girl. She gave a squid to the sea otter, right? And I thought that was cool. They picked somebody from the crowd. Right here, let's learn about the toenails.
It helps to scratch those hard-to-reach places. All right, Clyde, show me on your toenails.
Ooh, nice.
And it was a very interesting show. The last show that was here, it was called like Live, Sea Lions Live or something like that. And they did more performances. So today I did notice that it's more educational than performances, which is still cool. I mean, I like seeing the animals. Normally that's just stuff you don't see. Over here, this is another show. It's called the Electro Blast, and last time I came, this theater was shut down because of COVID, and now it's reopened. So we're gonna see a musical show. We're gonna see what this is all about, and hopefully it's exciting. So the Electro Blast show, that was really good. It was way better than I expected. I thought it was gonna be like a movie, but it was kind of cool how they played their instruments using like sticks and balls. So that was a pretty good show. The new Sealion show was also interesting. They tweaked it a little bit. And last time I came to SeaWorld, the shark encounter was actually closed also, because the shark encounter is actually inside of a building, so they had it closed because of COVID. So this time that I came, I really wanted to see the shows and experience the attractions that I didn't get to see last time. And this is one of my favorite things about the shark encounter, is that they put you through this tube and it's see-through, so you get to see all the fishes swim on top of you, to the sides of you. They had a big fish right there. You got to see the sharks when they were passing by you, and I love seeing the teeth of the shark. I'm just like kind of like visualizing the way that sharks attack when they attack people or their predators, right? Or anybody who's trying to hurt them when they're hunting. And they also had fish mixed with the shark, so I did think it was kind of interesting seeing them swim together, because in my head I'm kind of like, a shark would attack the fishes, right? Especially if it's hungry. But this is one of the cool things about the shark encounter. There's always a line to get in because everybody wants to go through the tube, and thankfully there's like a little escalator that pushes people so that people don't stop. And now we got hungry and it was time to eat a quick lunch before we moved on to our next show. We got 2 hot dogs, a bag of chips, and a soda, and this thing was actually pretty good. I actually really liked the hot dog. I like that it was big, chunky, and a lot of people are gonna think bad, but like, it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And they also had these games that they didn't have last time that I came, where you could play throwing the ball to win the Pikachus, and I did want to play, but I had to move on to the next show. That sometimes is one of the bad things about SeaWorld, that since you're basically coming to see the shows, you kind of have to go based on their schedules and their availability. You know, you got to plan your visit before you come here. Thankfully, it's not a big deal. They have a ton of shows playing. This Build-A-Bear workshop place is also new at SeaWorld. Basically, you could buy a bear, and the bear will have like a SeaWorld t-shirt that they only sell right here. So that's the thing that makes this Build-A-Bear special. That is brand new. The arcade is also open now that I came by to check it out. I did want to play, but I wanted to go see the shows just a little more. And of course, you can play these games anytime. I love that they have Pokemon stuffed animals. That really just goes to show you how popular Pokemon got. And this Daredevil show, this new stunt show right here, is also new. Last time that I came, they didn't have this, so I was really excited to see a new show. And this is just basically this chick right here who does stunts. And wow, was she brave to do this stuff. She came out on television on one of those shows where people compete and they show their talent. And she was just really good. And she was a girl. She did specialize in doing all these stunts. And she did say that she was the first female to do something like this with these 2 circles that spin. But it's just so crazy because she didn't have a harness. She didn't have nothing holding her. So like, if she fell, like, she would have fallen, right? Of course she had some people on the bottom, but like, that still would have been scary. This is also another scary trick that she did, where she went across the stage on a rope. Like, I don't know how she did that. Like, that's just crazy balance to be able to do something like that. You just hold the stick and you go across the stage. This is the map of SeaWorld, and as you guys can see, there's just so much to do. Today, I didn't do everything, and that's just because it's impossible to do everything when you come. Of course, it got a little hot, and it was time for a little cold beer. Thankfully, SeaWorld sells Truly, they sell Bud Light, they sell vodka. They sell a little bit of everything for everyone. Usually, I'm a Truly person, but today I got a Bud Light, porque la cheve te quita la calor, and it was just hot. It was hot in San Diego, and I just wanted to cool down a little bit. And plus, I was about to see Shamu, so I wanted to sit down with a cold beer and just enjoy the show. I wasn't planning to come see Shamu. It wasn't in the plan. I was actually planning on leaving early, but then I was here and I was like, let's see the show again. I mean, I'm already here, and it's always fun to see the Shamu show and see how much it's changed, you know. They do make it educational also. They do teach you about the orcas, and then they'll do more tricks. And this is the main attraction of SeaWorld, you know. It's basically coming here to see Shamu, to get wet a little bit. As you guys can see, if you sit in the front, they will wet you, and people just love it. after the show, they do have a gift shop that specializes in just items from Shamu, so that you can pick one up. You can get a cup, you can get a shot glass, you can get something for your water. So there's something for everybody. And of course, we gotta stop by to see the dolphin show before I go eat. This one also got packed, and I think they painted it. I don't remember it being green in the background, but it's always cool to come see the dolphins. I do feel like the dolphin show is the only one that is less educational, and it's more about the tricks. So this one's one of my favorite ones because the dolphins do a lot of the tricks and they do entertain you for a good while. So if you come, make sure you don't skip out on the dolphin show because this one is actually really cool. I believe they have like 14 dolphins now, which is just crazy. And now it's time to have dinner, and we came to Calypso Smokehouse to eat some barbecue, but unfortunately there was a long line. The line was like an hour long. But we were hungry and we really wanted to try the barbecue. They also had some wraps here. They had pollo, they had salads, they had kids meals with chicken nuggets. They had a little bit of everything. Here goes the wraps, but of course I am here for the barbecue ribs. My diet starts on Monday, so I am allowed to get the barbecue ribs. Later on I will be getting the wrap. Who am I kidding? I'm not gonna get the wrap. You just can't go wrong with barbecue ribs, or even the chicken with the barbecue. I love this type of food. This food is really good. I got right here the ribs, and wow, these things were so bomb. If you guys come to SeaWorld, make sure you come to this Calypso restaurant. Right, it was a 1 hour wait time for these ribs, but they're bomb. And I also wanted to get on that tower so I could see all of San Diego, but I didn't get on it this time because it got kind of late and I wanted to go home already. But hopefully in the future I do come back to get on that. I would love to make a video showing you guys San Diego from the top. Alright, so it's the end of the SeaWorld trip. I gotta say it was a lot of fun. It was even better because since I had the year pass, I didn't even have to pay for the entrance, so it doesn't get any better than that. It was a free trip to SeaWorld. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that delicious like button down below. And also make sure to subscribe. I post 2 new videos every single week, and you're not going to want to miss them. This was Bella Fox Checks, and you guys already know that I approve of SeaWorld.